Hello, my name is Chris, and this is Writing Delight. At the end of January every year, it's Ambiente and Creative World, two trade fairs in Frankfurt, Germany that take place at the same time. And in addition to many things for life in general and art supplies, stationery can also be found here. Some well-known manufacturers show their products and innovations here. I'll show you a few impressions today and say a few more things about a few exhibitors. Take Kaweco for example. There were two new products on show here, but unfortunately I can't say anything about them at the moment. But they certainly had some interesting ideas in my opinion. Just that much. Kaweco now also has its ink as cartridges in a set. That's also new. So the different colors with one cartridge each in one package. So it's very practical to get all the colors once to try them out. It's actually a nice idea. Of course, the rest of the range was also represented, with Ebonite and the Arts Board also the quite new products. And as Kaweco likes to offer at trade fairs, assemble your own sport. Platinum was also represented. The brand from Japan is actually a regular participant at this trade fair. They had a nice comparison set up where you could test the new Shokuro ink in comparison to carbon ink and conventional black ink. It was impressive to see this comparison directly, significantly darker even after drying, and also against light. There were also plenty to see at Monteverde and Conklin. The amount of fountain pens in the display at the stand is always impressive. But there were also some new products. How about a new color for the Ritmar, for example? Or a fountain pen based on the artist Mondrian. The true writing series Lex and Hippocrates were also represented. These are deliberately aimed at lawyers and doctors, not just as writing instruments. But what was most striking for me here was the new color-changing ink series. Apply the ink once and then go over it with a second clear liquid and the ink changes color. This is rather unimportant for everyday use, but if you want to create something artistic, it's certainly quite interesting. Especially as the ink and the second liquid are both supposed to be suitable for fountain pens. Oh yes, the effect sets in really quickly, even if you write with clear liquid first. Is anyone here thinking of secret inks? A visit to Walton is a must. And in addition to the friendly service, you can always find beautiful new pieces here. The Agatha Christie and Arthur Conan Doyle fountain pens were on display here. The cooperation with the Cree has resulted in 2 extraordinary fountain pens, with elaborate presentation and associated elements. With an edition of 23 and 38 respectively. These really are very limited edition writing instruments. But you don't just get the fountain pen, a very classy box and an exclusive ink. There's also an original letter fragment from the respective author. Absolutely impressive, not just as a complete package. But Waltman has something else in the package. How about the Tango Starburst? The pen is decorated with an outstanding engraving. So finely and cleanly crafted that when you turn the fountain pen in the light, it sparkles. Almost as if it were made of precious stones. A limited edition of 200 pieces. And the Grandeur fountain pen also comes in a new color. Here with a transparent blue lacquer. So in addition to the transparent red and black, this fountain pen is available in another version. Unfortunately, this one was not ready in time for the trade fair, but the first pictures definitely caught my eye. Take a look at Diplomat, because of course they were also represented. Here I got to see the 2 new Aero pens. Yes, 2. One in blue is a painted version. Unfortunately, the anodized version will probably be discontinued. And unfortunately, this version was very difficult to shoot. And once an Aero with what I think is a vintage look. And a little more white, because it's not made of aluminium, like the usual Aeros. And who knows, maybe interesting versions of other fountain pens will also be released this year. By the way, do you know Maybach, the luxury brand? In the writing instrument sector too, of course. The fountain pens are of course absolutely superbly crafted. And not just in the limited edition version with 100 diamonds on the clip. Also on the other versions. Some with elaborate paintwork just like the car. But what stands out here is the finial. Not only does it taper towards the triangular logo, it is also slightly slanted. This reason is simple. If you carry the writing instrument in your shirt pocket, you should be able to see the logo clearly. Clio's Band was also represented and presented, among other things, the Ebonite. The fountain pen not only has a new design, but it is also available in new colors. For example, in a chick green. All in all, it was a full 2 days, from early morning to evening. I can't show you everything. Not everything is interesting. And sometimes, if you will forgive me, I didn't record more. Because the focus here was on the conversations. But I hope you were able to get a little insights into this trade fair. Thank you for watching and see you next time.